Sawadee Krap. So I don't have to introduce myself in brief because I've been doing this online talk series for many times in the past, but in between there has been a gap. So for that I'll just briefly again introduce myself. I'm Punsawangdi from the Kingdom of Bhutan. I've been working for Thai Arbitration Institute for over 1 year, and I'm working as an advisor to Thai Arbitration Institute, Office of the Judiciary, and I'll be working for another 1 year. I'll be here, and since our office has taken many initiatives, especially the post-pandemic issues to solve the economic problems, so I thought that it's quite important for us to introduce our services for the advantage of the business partners, the arbitrators, and all the people who wants to do the arbitration. The Thai Arbitration Institution is more than 30 years of establishment, and since then we have been developing and promoting arbitration both at national and international level. So now the main focus of my talk today is on the smart visa. I'm sure that most of the people know about the smart visa, and some of the international experts must have already applied for this, and they must be working in Thailand and enjoying and taking advantage of this very special visa. And my talk is only for the advantage of those people who are not aware of this smart visa, which is very good. It has a lot of advantages, and this has been introduced way back in 2018, and now I think especially at this period of time after the pandemic, people can take advantage of this visa if they wish to visit Thailand. So especially if I just give the meaning of this, the smart visa in a nutshell, it is a new type of visa which is specially designed to attract highly skilled foreign manpower, investors, executives, and startup entrepreneurs wishing to work or invest in the targeted industries in Thailand. So the Kingdom of Thailand has listed out certain sectors of business. It's around 13 sectors. So if people are interested to work in such setup industries, they can always take advantage of visiting Thailand through this smart visa. And among these 13 business sectors, the alternate dispute resolution is one of the targeted industries, and the experts in the said field could avail smart visa facilities, which has many additional advantages and privileges compared to other ordinary visas. And for this very reason, I am here on the behalf of our office, the Thai Arbitration Institution, to talk on this little bit, because the smart visa is issued for a maximum period of 4 years, which is renewable if it is required, but it should not exceed the employment, service, or the contract term. Though you will be issued the smart visa for a period of 4 years, but if your service term is for 1 year, then you know that it will get expired at the end of 1 year. So it will depend on your arrangement with particular industries or sector where you are working, but it shall not be more than 4 years. But recently I also seen online say that it could be extended further if required. So this is what smart visa is. And our office has the advantage of helping the people in getting the smart visa, mainly in the field of arbitration, because we can always issue the certificate for the experts, and with that they can always take advantage. And one of the most advantageous factor relating to smart visa is about because the smart visa holders are eligible to work without work permit. So that is one of the biggest advantage. We don't have to have work permit. You don't have to apply for work permit for working in an entity or in the government agency. So you can work in the entities or we can work in the government agencies, and for that we don't have to apply for the work permit. So in case of change in jobs, if you change your job or if you swap a job, then additional endorsement can be obtained again. Don't worry for that as per the requirement. So we can apply separately for that when your responsibilities get changed. Then one of the biggest advantages of Smart Visa is that there is no hassle of 90 days reporting to immigration office. Other ordinary visas, no, that we have to report every day after 90 days to the immigration office. And you don't have to do this, especially when you have this Smart Visa. This is because the reporting day is extended to 1 year. So you have to appear only once a year. So that will save you a lot of time and energy. And Smart Visa holders will be provided multi-entry visa. So we don't have to apply for the visa again and again. You will be provided with multi-entry visa facilities, which means that there is no requirement of re-entry permit. So this is also one of the biggest advantages if you avail the Smart Visa. Then other one is that the spouse and the children of the Smart Visa holders will be granted the right to stay and work in the Kingdom of Thailand without work permit. So it's not only for the Smart Visa holders, but the family members can also avail and take advantage of this. They can stay here, they can work here, enjoy in the Kingdom of Thailand. Then children wishing to work, but the children, those who want to work in Thailand, they must be at least 18 years of age. Means they must be major. It cannot be below 18 years. And the jobs which they avail must not be on the prohibited list of the occupations and professions for foreigners. So the government has listed certain jobs for the foreigners. So it has to be within the bound of that, and they cannot do other than what has been listed. Then, as I've already said, that fast track services at the international airport will also depend on where you have landed. But of course, one way or other, you will be given these fast track services. Then other thing which I want to again focus is that Thai Arbitration Institute, we are one of the central agencies of the government in dealing with alternate dispute resolutions. So then we also deal with the cross-border arbitration, means we also do the international arbitrations, and at present we have many cases which are related to international matters where the parties are of different countries we are dealing with it. So then under our rules and regulation and under the Smart Visa policy, we have the authority to certify the experts working as so we have many. Firstly, the arbitrators, we can certify for them, so saying that they are eligible to work in Thailand as an arbitrator. We can do that. The second is secretary to the arbitrators. So if the arbitrators are having a secretaries to help them, we can also certify them so that they can also apply for Smart Visa. Other one is parties to the dispute. We can also certify once you have registered your case here, and once the case has been approved. Subsequently, we can issue the certificates to the parties to the dispute, and based on that certificate, you can apply Smart Visa. Then not only the parties to the dispute, but also the legal representatives of the parties. Sometimes the parties will also appoint their legal representative or the attorneys. So for them also we can issue, as long as they have case with us. Then the legal practitioners and advisor in the field of arbitration. So these are all listed experts to which we can issue the certificate of qualification, and with that the experts can apply for Smart Visa. So these are our extra facilities which we can help our parties. So that's why we are making this announcement from our office, though we have also given all these details online, but since people don't get time to read through, and sometimes even if they read, there are some ambiguities they don't understand. So that's why we are trying to make this live coverage to make it easier for our partners. This certificate issued by TAI, as I said already, will facilitate in applying for Smart Visa. So this is the facility and the right that which we can help you all. And our main objective of issuing this certificate of qualification from the office and the recommendation on the qualification of experts on alternate dispute resolution is mainly to ease the foreign arbitration experts, to ease the legal representatives and parties to the dispute while applying for smart visa. So that certificate will help them. So there will be no hassle, and moreover it will be very authentic to use our document. So for that it will help our partners. So for that very purpose we are making this announcement that our partners will take advantage on this. And after this, these are like overall the view of the smart visa. Then I will also talk a little bit on the due process, how long it will take, what are the fees applicable, and where you have to go and how you can apply. So with this, as I already said, the main objective is to attract talents and technologies with a view to further develop targeted industries. We have this S-curve industries. There are 30 listed industries. We want to promote these industries, not only for our interests, but for the interests of international community. Because in Thailand, we have so many people working here all over the world, and it is for the advantage of all the people. So that's why we are giving this leeway or this advantage to our people in the interest of the economy, and especially at this period of time after the pandemic of COVID-19, economic depression. Now, if people can take advantage of this smart visa, I think it will be a win-win situation for all the people, for everybody. So especially we are trying to focus to enhance the Thailand's, like we have this the list or attractive sectors like science and technology is one of the field. Other one is that senior executives, the experts, administrators, those who want to work in Thailand, they can come. And then the third is the investors, people who want to stay here, invest money and do business, they can also apply. Then the startups, those who are the startups can also come here if they have new knowledge or anything that which they want to promote and all, they can always apply. Then so as I said that this visa are mainly for, as I've already said, for the foreign experts, the executives, the entrepreneurs and investors who wish to enter in the Kingdom of Thailand and work, invest. So the 13 business sectors, if I may list out to you all to make it clear so that you will decide whether it's applicable for you or not, is first is the automotive, the automobiles, anything to do with that you can apply if you are expert in that. Second is the tourism. So in tourism also, if you want to do anything, some new investment or new idea or expertise in this field, you can apply for the smart visa. Third one is agriculture and biotechnology. So agriculture and biotechnology field also, if you are expert and you are going to do something new here in Thailand, you can apply. Other one is that aviation and logistics. There also we give smart visa. Then fifth one is biofuels and biochemicals. This is one of the field. Sixth one is the digital, anything to do with digital. If you are expert in that, you can apply. And seventh one is medical, anything to do with medical activities. Then all this, because Thailand being one of the medical hubs, you can always come here and work in this field. Other one is that this electronics is one of the field, food for future is one of the field, automation and robotics is one, and the 11th one is alternate dispute resolution. So that's why we are here because of this, because ADR is also listed as one of the sectors. Then 12th one is human resource development in science and technology, as I've already said, and the 13th and last one is environmental management and renewable energy. So these are activities or set up targets which you are focusing. So if you feel that you are eligible for any of this field, you can apply for that. But when you apply for smart visa, certain qualifications will apply. These are very important in fulfilling the criteria of the Office of the Board of Investment. Board of Investment has come up with certain criteria and you have to fulfill that criteria. That's very important. And the qualifications will differ based on the relevant agencies you choose, and it will not be same. So it will depend on where you are working, in which field you are working. The qualification will vary from agencies to agencies. And after the technical and non-technical endorsement, so whether you're working in the technical or non-technical, and that has to be verified. Once that has been endorsed, then the Smart Visa unit will issue letter of qualification to you all. That is the very ticket that which we have through which we can apply Smart Visa. And this letter of qualification can be submitted to Royal Thai embassies or Royal Consulates if you are residing abroad. If you are residing overseas, then you can submit this letter of qualification to embassies or consulates, and they will take care of it. Or if you are in Thailand, you can apply this or submit this to Immigration Bureau at one-stop center for visa and work permit. This is located at Chamchuri Square building. It's very popular where people usually go. And the third place where you can apply is EEC Labour Administration Center at Chonburi. This is also one of the places where we can tender the qualifications for Smart Visa. So in order to file for Smart Visa, then you can also do online application. It's not necessary that you have to go in person, and for that you can type smart-visa.boi.go.th. So if you type on this, it will give you all the instructions, due process and all. Follow that, and everything will be taken care of by online due process. Then after that, once you have processed, then it's about endorsement and verification. So endorsement and verification, it will take around 30 days for that. So in this process, there will be a coordination after you have tendered your certificate. There will be a coordination between BOI, Bureau of Investment, and relevant authorities for determining the qualification through verification. So this is where the due process will follow to see whether you are eligible or not. So they will do the verification of the qualification. It will be processed, and it will within 30 days it will be over. It will be completed, and thereafter comes the result. So for the result, you can collect, if it is true, at one-stop service center. If you are in Thailand, so you go to the immigration office, and there you have to pay 10,000 baht per person per year. Then you can also collect your visa from Thai embassies or consulate if you are abroad, and then you can pay 10,000 baht per person per year. So, but the fees of the embassies may vary or differ depending on where you are. Then after that, you can collect the visa, and for that it will take around 60 days. So this is in a very nutshell which I am making this clarification on the Smart Visa, and the rest if you go online and if you do search and Google it, so everything will be there clear. So I'm just giving in a nutshell, and me being a foreigner working in Thailand for over a year now, I have taken advantage of the situation in Thailand, and especially in the field of medical treatment. You know that it was very good because my wife had to go through surgery, and for that she was admitted in the hospital, and we went to the government hospital, and it was so good. The moment we see the doctor, nurses and sisters, we get the confidence, you get the encouragement, the way they see at you, the way they talk at you. And in fact, I was quite surprised that I've seen the doctors and nurses, sisters are much more worried than us. They are much more worried than us, and they do their best to the best possible means to make things happen, and they'll never say no. They will always try, and for that very reason, my wife has been very lucky to be in Thailand to get this very good medical treatment. She has gone through the surgery, and now she has recovered, and now she's still under medication, but she's in the safe hands. So being in Thailand, you take advantage because this is the international hub, It's not only for Thai people, it's for everybody to stay here. And also to be in Thailand is that it's affordable. You have a lot of choices. So I'm sure that after this, the end of this pandemic issue, now this COVID vaccine has also come up. Our partners, business, everybody all over the world will wish to visit Thailand and take advantage, invest money, stay here and work and have all the fun. This is what I want. So, and our office is always here. If you want to do any arbitration, anything that you want to do it, you can call us, you can send us email, and as long as you also include the arbitration clause in your contract, then we will entertain your case. So for that, for the interest of everybody, so that you can take advantage of this smart visa, which will do away all the hassles in between and make your life stay at Thailand very comfortable and meaningful. So this is what I want to see today. We are also coming up with many new services which I will introduce later. So for today, this is what I want to say. And moreover, we have a very dynamic and visionary leader and very capable and forward-looking officers and the executives who are willing to help you at any period of time. And for that, I would like to again, on behalf of our office, like to thank you all for listening and watching this. I'm sure that you'll take advantage of this smart visa and make your trip to Thailand. And I'll see you when I see you if you happen to visit Office of the Judiciary at TEI. So for today, I want to close it here. I will see you next time in next online talk series. Thank you so much. Bye.